Hi, welcome to She Spice. You all this show with Brat also. Magnificence is as yet bubbling over, and presently it's getting much more chaotic with Whelp's sister Lisa Beam venturing into the spotlight by and by. I love you, and of course I love her, and I could do without the strain because she saw me harming over the interview. You just did what occurred in that interview. You did. I don't believe that they should get the response that you give, because after you did your meeting, vloggers and questioners said they like you haven't discussed with your sister yet. I converse with my mom's sister each day, whether I discuss with your sister yet. I like to converse with my mom and sister each day, whether I talk to you consistently or not. We go. Don't stress over us. Lisa Beam is truly excited that Brat and Judy's relationship may disintegrate. Might it at some point be valid that she's been out here considering Judy a chronic miscreant who's simply utilizing Whelp, or is Lisa Beam just blending the pot and needs to close it down since she's excessively associated with her sister's life? You realize I have all the outrageous subtleties. Okay, you all, anybody staying aware of Judy and a Whelp knows there's been a lot of show between them and a Whelp's sister Lisa Beam. However, here is a curve. Did you realize Lisa was in reality the person who played relational arranger? That's right. She even spilled in a meeting how they met. I met her before she even met my sister. She and I were doing some recordings for her kaleidoscope items since she was really a fan, so we reenacted a Players Club scene and curve. Did you realize Lisa was in reality the person who played relational arranger? That's right. She even spilled in a meeting how they met. I met her before she even met my sister. She and I were doing some recordings for her kaleidoscope items since she was really a fan, so we reenacted a Players Club scene and did several recordings together when she contacted me to have my sister attempt her hair care. Supernatural occurrence drops, they hit it off. What's more, they constructed a fellowship, and that's the manner by which what we see everywhere on Instagram today came to be in those days. Lisa couldn't quit spouting about how excited she was that her sister had found satisfaction with Di. She said, I simply think it's phenomenal when you can track down somebody. Also, construct any sort of relationship that is strong enough for you to be yourself and offer that to the world. I'm happy she's living in her reality. She likes it. I love it. Whelp and Judy didn't have moment sparkles, or perhaps they were keeping it on the low. However, Whelp at long last made things official in spring 2020 when she affirmed their relationship. I was simply blissful, and we were messed around one day saying I'm going to post it. I said no, I'm going to post it, and she was attempting to beat me to it. Then I was attempting to outsmart her. At that point, when she posted I presume we recently came out good gracious, and I resembled wow. However, I got such a lot of affection, thus numerous individuals directing magnificent sentiments toward me steady things, like I'm talking 98 to 2% negative of the skeptics and savages that need to exist and live in hopelessness. Rascal darling, we as a whole sort of knew for a really long time before you formally emerged yet. We're living for the way that you at long last felt agreeable enough to live in your reality. Reality. Well, you might have seen me out, yet I could never place myself in a position to get injured or be captured. I could never clasp hands or do anything ill-advised out in the open, so all that I did actually was private. I ensured that I would not send a bare picture or a stripped video anything since it might conceivably get out, and I would have rather not take that risk in those days now, who cares yet? Back, what you cannot deny is that Judy was the person who took the principal action also. As indicated by Brat, she was pretty forceful about it. Here's where things get genuinely chaotic. Supposedly it didn't take long for Judy's genuine nature to sparkle through, and Lisa Beam owned right. Her statement on the road is that Lisa began becoming dubious about the relationship pretty from the beginning, yet Brat Judy actually felt free to star in their own unscripted TV drama. Judy furthermore secured the bunch in February 2022. Their wedding was a heartfelt fantasy at the Horse Manor in Fairburn. Georgia, with 100 visitors and participation. Reports say they showed up at the service in horse carriages with groomsman Jermaine Dupri, strolling to Rascal down the walkway, while Judy had her sibling do the honor. It was a fantasy wedding, and at the time, the Whelp spout to Individuals magazine, all that about her, made me need her to be mine forever, and I felt like I knew it not significantly longer than from the day we met now in the event that you recall. Recall! Lisa Beam wasn't too blissful about figuring out her sister's commitment to Judy via virtual entertainment. She transparently communicated understanding left of DM's life during her relationship with Judy. In the interim, Whelp demanded that her new love was something she was attempting to explore all alone without her sister's judgment. I came out in light of the fact that I was in profound love and feeling an inclination that I never felt, and I know my sister, so I realized she might have or may have not had something negative to say, so I didn't converse with her before that on the grounds that my sister's exceptionally critical and you used to outshine me. Not really good or bad. I just, simply needed to do it all alone. Yet Lisa Beam demanded that Brat never educated her about the relationship and was wanting to report it to the world also, the Elchbad-kin addition to the local area, before even telling her the pressure between the sisters arrived at an edge of boiling over when Lisa went off onto Whelp during her appearance on Mixed Drinks with sovereigns to shock her and wish her a blissful birthday. Lisa's dismay was discernible, and our co-host could feel the ponderousness in the air after things got awkward. Lisa spilled her dissatisfaction, uncovering they hadn't spoken in months, and she was disturbed that Brat hadn't imparted her sentiment to Judy anyway. Briefly, it seemed like Lisa furthermore, Rascal, and Judy had smoothed things over during the wedding. Lisa gave Judy and Brat a gift and said I needed to do this rapidly before we go out there and let everybody witness this brilliant, astounding, adoring association. I'm the sort of individual who reflects and afterward pushes ahead, being the lady mother and critical other you are currently. This is a genuine beginning once again for us. I needed to give both of you this, and I'd like you to open it before me since it's significant. You're totally correct. Effortlessness has a place with each family in her confession booth. Judy conceded that while the gift was surprising, it gave her expectation that they could push ahead as a family. We got the gift from RR. It was thoughtful and insightful and so sincere, thus the ideal opportunity. We were somewhat taken aback. Goodness. I believe it's an extraordinary beginning in moving forward into having an extraordinary relationship. Later on, things between the sisters erupted again, when Lisa uncovered she was sucker punched by Rascal and Judy's plans to grow their family. Indeed, they kept her unaware of everything going on. Lisa said, I realize you're developed. However, darn, I needed to wonder in your bliss, since that is what it's about, she went on. I saw the uncover of them expecting and growing their family, and I didn't have a clue about a thing. I get that finding an accomplice is a gift. However, it ought to be an expansion, not a deduction. Currently, it's muddled if Judy induced the show, or on the other hand, on the off chance that she told OB Imp to keep her sister out of their conversations. Yet, in a new episode of their show, Judy and Rascal AED's complaints about Lisa being excessively open about their own lives and interviews, they chose to show some care to heart with her. However, it didn't go as arranged. Judy was quick to talk with Lisa, telling her that Rascal picked not to talk about her sister out of regard. Furthermore, I wish Lisa would do a similar. We should simply say, Lisa wasn't having it and told Judy she gets compensated to be genuinely in her meet, regardless of what you all went through. There's been 1 million inquiries that she's been asked, been 1 million opportune. Perhaps she and I want to have a discussion, since it should be whatever requirements emerge also. I don't have the foggiest idea what is halting her from expressing what she might be thinking. She should be a lady, to have the option to come here and discuss whatever the damnation she want to discuss. She do, since anything it is need, she want to feel free to get out anything it is. Since how genuine I am and how generally genuine I'm going to ever be, nothing's off limits since I possibly act when the camera comes on. I don't act when they meet me, and that is the position that I took and will. So after the standoff with Judy, Lisa at last needed to plunk down with her sister, and it got pretty warmed from the manner in which Lisa talked and answered to Whelp. It was clear she was finished with Judy. Judy, I'm going to go to match the energy. I won't be phony about it. Well, nor is she damn right. Then this is what we got. No, that is not what we got, because we can't have this kind of attention that is unreasonable for me. Anything she comes with, I'm accompanying it as well. Well, so you mean so she must be like goodness. Goodness. Hello, all together, for you to be like goodness. Hello, you won't, and you will never attempt to be the greater individual. Also, be like goodness, hello. I have been the greater individual. So the word on the road is that Lisa Beam couldn't be more joyful if her sister and Judy called it a quintuple. A quintuple. Suppose Lisa is persuaded Judy never genuinely cherished a wife and was just utilizing her to help her own notoriety now, before you bounce in and say Judy was effective before Brat. Brat, how about we get genuine Judy's been in the hair game since she was a youngster, beginning with her father's hair and continuing on toward companions, prior to turning into the go-to beautician for In Vogue Takes Care of Secondary School. She caught her cosmetology permit and co-claimed a salon in New Orleans in 2013. She opened Kaleidoscope Hair Studio and ultimately sent off her own hair item line. By 2017, she resigned as a beautician to center around her image, which is presently an extravagant realm with retail dissemination. Cross-country for the people who don't have the foggiest idea about Judy's likewise, a top-rated creator in 2019. She delivered when the wonder drops how Instagram helped turn a convenient solution into $1 million. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.